Solutions to flooding in the St. Louis region. Over the last 4 years, we've seen several historic floods stem from the River des Peres. Homes and businesses in University City and South St. Louis hit particularly hard. Tonight, help from a northern neighbor. The mayor of Dubuque, Iowa, came to St. Louis today, sharing with our city leaders how their massive flooding issues were solved. Our John Kipper live along the River des Peres tonight. John, what was learned from today that St. Louis can implement that we can do?
Yeah, Sam. Well, we all know that the River des Peres does flood a lot. It's also not much to look at and it can smell. But the mayor of Dubuque, Iowa says it doesn't have to be this way, as the city can find ways to stop flooding from the river and also make it a destination for residents.
We know that this is going to keep happening.
The River des Peres keeps spilling over its banks. The flooding, an issue Dubuque, Iowa mayor is familiar with.
It really was a community outcry from our residents that said we have to stop this flooding.
After 6 massive floods totaling $70 million of damage, Dubuque, Iowa took an ambitious step, building the B Branch Creek, replacing a storm sewer with a creek and floodplain, aiming to stop flooding and create an outdoor destination.
We were able to stop that type of damage. So not only is it a marvel of engineering, but it's a marvel of community amenity as well.
Mayor Brad Kavanaugh came to St. Louis Wednesday to tell city officials and residents St. Louis could create something similar.
You can turn it into a park. You can make it something that the community can be proud of.
First Alert 4 heard from people who think it's a solid plan.
With this investment that can help prevent this, it makes a lot of sense.
Politicians seem to agree. Alderpersons Ann Schweitzer and Michael Browning both expressing interest in trying to find a way to mitigate flooding from the River des Peres and also make it a place that will draw people in.
We have so many wonderful partners here in St. Louis, and I have no doubt that we would be able to find support for this kind of thing.
And some hope the plan to curb flooding on River des Peres in the city can also get some assistance from St. Louis County suburbs.
Maryland Heights has water problems. University City, as you know, flooded recently. I think we need something like this in St. Louis.
Now, of course, the major issue with all of this is cost, as the Dubuque project costed around $250 million. Now, Kavanaugh says the city was able to help pay for it with money from the state and the federal government, and said that's something the city of St. Louis can replicate. Reporting live in the city, John Kipper, First Alert 4.